little side-blotched lizard. Oh, baby, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, baby side-blotched lizard. How awesome is that? I wasn't going to really talk in this video, but I'll point that out. I saw something jump into that water right there. Trying to see what that was. Couldn't tell. I don't know if it was a frog. Ooh, here's... Oh, I think this is a thread torch. I want to say it's Castanea minor. California thread torch. It's a type of, whatchamacallit? California thread torch. Castanea minor. It's that with the little orange bracts sticking out. I think that might be Castanea minor. I can see the California Sycamore seedling in there. Cool little spot right here. See a lot of honeybees. They love this little area. It's a water source. This is definitely a great spot. I'm right here at the Monte Cristo Campground. I know I filmed a couple of other video segments here and even a spotlight on trees, but just wanted to come over to this little spot right here and kind of see if I could find anything interesting to poke out. When I saw that little side-blotched lizard, I figured it was time to start talking. Because if I see something, I want to show what it is, tell people what it is. I'm sure the camera got a good view of that because I did get it when it was up on that rock. But I thought I saw something jump into here. It was kind of slick and shiny. It was hanging off there. It jumped in, but I couldn't tell what it was. I don't know if it was a frog, a little tiny frog. That's what I was hoping it was, but I don't know. Can't tell. This would be a place where you'd expect to see Pseudocris hypochondriaca, the hypochondriaca, that which is the Baja California tree frog. This would be a place, or maybe Pseudocris cadaverina, the California tree frog. This would be a place you'd expect to see them. Probably more towards the evening hours. But it's definitely a nice little spot here. It's wildflowers, willows, shady. For a warm day, for a warm day out in the mountains, this is a good place to kick it. It's Angeles National Forest. We're at the lower elevations. So it gets pretty hot here in the summer, but sure, it's a nice shady retreat over here. I see a lot of water striders. It's those little blips. I was trying to see if I could get them to move. I didn't want to scare them, but I wanted to see if they can move. Oh, okay. What I thought might have been a frog looked like a toe biter. One of those big... Might be a toe biter or one of those big whirligig beetles. Big. I think that might be a toe biter. The one swimming down there. That might be a toe biter. I think that's a toe biter. If it is, you don't want to step in there barefoot. They've been known to make you bleed. So I don't see any frogs over here, but I'm sure frogs or toads come around here. Or maybe further down where it's not quite as close to the roadway. Just want to come over here and check this out and see if I can get some shots of it. It's definitely a nice little oasis in an area that in a somewhat arid area in the San Gabriel Mountains here in Angeles National Forest. Let's see if there's anything on the other side here of the rocks. I mean, actually on this other side of little creek here. As always, watch for cars. They come through here. I know I shot some video of this area when I first came in. I was getting footage of the little damselflies, these little guys flying right here. They're actually related to dragonflies. When I was a kid, I was catching lizards and frogs and mosquito fish and rearing them as pets. I've even inadvertently had damselfly larvae before, and then they ended up in the water with the mosquito fish and some of the other fish that I had. And then they would mature and turn into young adults, and then they would fly to the top of the terrarium. So that's pretty cool, actually. But yeah, I guess I consider this part 3. It's pretty over here. Definitely, this is definitely a great campground to come visit. Let's see if I can get close to the water. A little bit closer to the water, maybe from another side where it's not as close to the road. Ooh, skunk brush. More Rhus aromatica. Still sometimes known as Rhus trilobata. There's something running in there. Beautiful over here. Just wanted to spend more time over by the water this time. But yeah, skunk brush has got ripened fruits on it. So, if you wanted, maybe with gloves so you don't get the sticky sap all over your fingers, get the fruits and steep them in water. Alright, so I'm looking out, make sure I don't cross any poison oak. Trying to see what kind of stuff I can find over here. This time, maybe more geared towards animals. I love studying my plants, and you know it. You see my videos on plants all the time. But when I see animals, I get really excited too, because I just love wildlife in general. Drinking this slushy body armor. Trying to keep some hydration in me. You freeze them and then they turn to slush later on in the day. They are so refreshing. Cool little creek here. It's probably a lot drier than it would be like in springtime. Wow. Sure is pretty over here. I wonder if that's Epilobium ciliatum, willow herb. I wonder if that's what that is. I've seen that before. Might be a species of Epilobium. I'm trying to see if I can get lucky and see a frog. Maybe I'll go over there. Maybe if I can find a way to get over there. Actually a spot right here where the water actually stops. Probably just goes underground here. Looks like it kind of goes underground here after this point. I don't see any frogs. That would be icing on the cake for today. So I've had quite an adventure down here. That would just be icing on the cake. Hard to see a tree frog or something poking around here. I don't think so. This is the place you'd expect to see them. So beautiful here. It's nice to see some running water. Coming here earlier in the season, probably be more likely to see frogs and stuff. Here's a plant right here called Durango Root, Datisca glomerata. That's what the flowers look like. It's not a plant you want to eat, ingest, or smoke, because it is very toxic. It can kill you if you ingest it. It looks like cannabis sativa. It does. It does look a little bit like marijuana in stature, upright, habit. But it's not something you want to smoke. Believe me. Get very sick doing that. But what a charming little campground here. Oh wow. Very charming campground. I'm glad I stopped by over here. Shot a lot of footage over here today. But I think it's about time to... Oh, no, another baby side-blotched lizard. Wow. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is usually about the time of year I think a lot of the lizard hatchlings are coming out. Well, guess that's going to do it for Monte Cristo Part 3. And I'm guessing probably for Monte Cristo. I'm going to see if I can get into anything else. Maybe. It's been a nice day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.